Alright, I think we got enough here to get the video in, even if the volume isn't working. I'll dub in some volume on it. I'm going to start by pulling the top off. I'm doing this video right from the start. See the whole thing. And now I'll pull the top up. And we're going to be doing a few things today. We've already checked hive 2, found the queen bee. The hive looks really good, really growing. This one the same thing. I suspect to see some of the same. But we're also going to move some frames down this direction and start building, because we got to begin getting our honey frames in. And that's part of the purpose today. We're going to be cleaning up the comb, looking for the queen, and shifting our hive down this direction. Probably not all the way. And the next shift, yeah, I doubt we'll shift it all. I don't know. I'll decide. Okay, well, we'll get started and then look at it and decide. So I'm going to do a complete shift all the way over so I don't have to do it again later. It's a possibility. If I do, I'm going to have to move this following board to this end and that following board to this end so I put the feeder at that end. But I'm not sure I'm going to do that because I'm going to be installing I'm going to install doing a little experiment, putting an inside feeder inside the cavity itself, the hive cavity itself. So let's do that. Let's now move. We're going to add 4 bars. So I'll remove 4 bars. I'm going to move the following board all the way down. So let's take these 4 bars out of the way because that's how many we're going to use. We'll pull. This whole feeder is used. We got a little friend that came with it. I'm going to just toss this one over there for now. And there's a new feeder to go in it. And I'm going to move this here down shortly. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it yet because I want to work this way. So in order to do that, I've got to go on this side and get 4 bars out of the way. Equals to 2 actually there, and 4. And then I'm going to move the following board down and add honey bars into it. Handy dandy tool here, hive tool. I'll go pick up my other one. I got a scraper over there. I picked up that Harbor Freight that works really well. I used it on the other hive completely because I got to dip this one. Didn't need it. Worked out just fine. So what I've done is I moved the following board, which is just a blank. It's a blank board. Stops the bees from going any further into that cavity. I'm going to install 4 new bars in behind here. Okay, but before I do, I'm going to pull these up and inspect them individually and then shift the whole hive down this direction. Put the end feeder in, put the cavity feeder in, and then put everything back together. and of course check our frames, our top bars in between. So let's get to looking. Got a little chain gang going here, we don't want to let loose, but you can see this starting to pull some comb on this little starter cone. This is fully waxed. Put that there for now. These here will be easy. When we get up here, we got a lot of comb we gotta get straightened out, and we're on our way. See, you see them chain gang in there. They're just hanging off, and of course I'm not going to be looking for any queen here yet. She's going to be way up in this area. I'm just kind of looking at combs. You see here, they're going a little bit rogue on this one. You can bend it back in, maybe that'll keep them from getting out of whack. But part of that's because they're combed before it. Had a little bit of a hard time. See it actually, let's pull that next comb out and we'll see it. Maybe even sticking, just starting to stick over here on this side. Okay, let me show you this. Pretty soon they'll be getting upset with this. Oh yeah, they're all hooked in. I'm going to have to do a little surgery. And I'm going to have to do some surgery here in this one. Yeah, they definitely, they're definitely getting some strange stuff going on in here. They got them connected down here. Let's see if we can get that straightened out. I'll show you that. You see here where they were starting to connect to the other side. Maybe that'll help them to keep it straightened out. Okay? So that's kind of one of the things you got to deal with these top bar hives. You got to this going on, and you got to keep it straightened out. Alright, here we go. Let's put them back. The frames, you have a little bit less of a hard time with that kind of thing, but benefits on naturalizing your hive with this is very important, I think, and especially for the continued existence of the honeybee. Okay, next one. Again, we got some problems, some issues. This little tool here, you see, is designed specifically for a top bar hive. And I'm just going to scrape off and get a couple of them out at me here, but that's okay. You see there, got hanging on to that. She ain't going to give that one up easy. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we got. This one here was connected to the other one. I'll show you that. See, right here is where it was connected to the other one. And so we're just going to kind of straighten out a little bit and see if they'll pull it all together. I don't know. Don't have enough experience right now to know whether I should just lob this off, but probably both of them, I don't know, but I'm not going to. And we'll see what happens. And if it doesn't improve, well, experience is going to tell me to lob it off. At this point, not yet. Okay, we're going to a little bit more complete comb here. And looks like we got some drone glued on that one. And at the moment, it's not hooked up to anything. And so let's go in and take a look. See if we can get this here separated. I don't know how long this video is going to last, or even if you can hear me, it seemed like I was having a hard time getting the volume to work. If not, I'll have to dub some volume in it and tell you what I was doing. But It also might cut off in a minute. Okay, we got a nice heavy comb here. But, well, I see some wax. Yeah, I mean some honey, some capped honey. Here, see all this here? Capped honey. Looks like you got a little drone, a couple shots of drone, maybe some regular brood in there too. Let's see. But some of this is because of the comb before. You see it's a little mountainish here, a little hilly. Yeah, that's what's going to happen when you get some comb that's a little bit out of whack. I didn't spot it in time earlier and kind of see what's happening there. But yeah, like I said, I don't expect to see the queen until we get deeper in. When they start really getting excited, you're gonna know we're getting close to royalty. Okay, come on, girls. Well, I don't really have to get them tight right now. I'm not gonna bother because I'm going to be moving all these frames that way anyway, so no sense doing it twice. Here we go again with the next one. Now remember, at the end of all this, we're going to add 4 more top bars on this end, and they're a little bit wider than the others, being about 1.5 inches, and they're more specifically for the honey. These are about 1 3/8. Okay, this here is this is a little sticky here. I'm not too happy I'm unsticking them, but as you can see. But you know, stuff happens. Here we go. Oh yeah, she's a heavy one. You can see she's loaded. And you just see, I still don't think the queen is here on this one. But I do think we're getting closer. Let's see if I can. It's a pretty good active piece of comb. Lots of honey up here. Lots of honey. Just a couple drone cells and other than that, yeah, looks good. Okay, alright, here we go, the next one. I'm just going to set that there. I think we're getting close. I really do. I think we're getting really close. I got to break this because I know there's some comb sticking here, so they're going to be really mad at me. Really mad. Like, get your butt out of here. And if you can hear me, I'm also doing a test run with these black nitrile gloves. Black's not the color you want to use, but these are the thickest nitrite gloves that they offer. And so far, doing this with the other hive, and this, okay, see here's a queen cell, but it's empty. I do suspect we have a queen here now, and we're going to find her here real soon. We're getting closer, as you can see that they're getting nervous. But I don't see her yet. So let's go to the next one and see if we can do this and not get them too mad at me. But they're going to be mad now. Now within the next, well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more combs to check. Well, I don't know. We could surmise which one is going to be on, but I don't think that surmising is going to do us any good. Here we go. You see they're a little upset here. We're getting close. I think we're going to find them soon. A lot of drone on this one. Drone, live drone. Lots of live drone. Lots of live drones. Cap honey at the top. Typical. That's what they do. Probably will be a little slow time because of the lack of the queen for a while, and I think that she's going to be awful busy laying eggs, making new babies. So we need more babies. Hopefully the job to make it so she can have babies was done properly, and she was inseminated properly, and you don't end up with just a drone layer. Okay. We're too happy about that, but I just want to make sure it's unstuck. Again, so far, no stings on these black nitrite gloves. I forget how you say that word. Okay, this is the frame I've showed you in other videos, and you can see I actually left the bottom bar on after I cut this. This is one of the original frames, and it's actually still got a, well, actually I'm not sure. I don't think it is a plastic. I think it was just a regular, well, no, it's a plastic. I can see the plastic in it. And eventually it'll be removed. I'll get rid of this, but not right now while I'm still building this hive back up after the swarm. But this here is virtually empty. I did use it for queen cells, and they all gone now. I'm suspecting to see queens here soon. A queen soon, I mean. Don't see her yet. Right there. But I bet you we're getting close. Come on. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Let me get you back in there. Yeah, we're getting real tired. They're getting antsy now. Okay. Here we go. Like I say, I don't know if this video is working properly or if it's going to last. Doubt it. If it is working properly, but well, we got some stuck comb on this one. And we got it off. Okay, we're good. But hopefully it'll last. We'll see. I don't know how long that battery lasts for. There's another bunch of drone there. Still looking for the queen. Here. Let's see on this one. Pretty busy there on this one. Not that many drones. I don't see it. Alright, well, let's go to the next one. We still got looks like there was maybe a queen cell there. And we did have queens. It might have just anger to be there, but we're doing okay. We're getting there. Let's see if she's in here somewhere. Let me check this comb. Yeah, we're stuck on there on this one too. And you just run this down the side of the wall, and what it does is it cuts out without damaging the comb too bad. It's got a little blade on it, and that's what it does. And again, this is what happens. You get close to that queen, I think you're getting close. There is a, might be a queen cell on the bottom of that one, I'm not quite sure. I think there's a queen there somewhere. Just don't see it. You can see on the bottom of this, there is some queen cells. I don't know there's anything in them. I'm not that, I don't know that much about them, so I can't say. I know those cells were there before. They just might be empty cells. Here's drone, well, not drone, but regular brood here. It looks like they're all through here. I think that's, yeah, I don't think there's anything in there. So let's go to the next comb, and hopefully we'll find the queen in there. Chances are good she's going to be in the last, let's let this piece off and give it back to them in there. They'll just eat that up. Break this loose a little bit. Then see if there's anything that's holding it. You see here they're really swarming in this area over here. They didn't like that. I just had to break that loose. And as you see, they didn't like that. Hopefully it wasn't a queen cell and we're still waiting the queen, but been playing long enough and they look like they're healthy, growing. So let's look. I don't see her. Let's go to the next one. We've got 2 more left. 2. It's volume working. Come on, girls. And then hopefully we'll find her. And then we'll start the shift forward. 2 more. And then the next shift, we'll have 1 more shift. And when we make the next shift, that's when I'll take the following board with the small feeder and put it back here, because they won't need the big feeder after that. Things should be died down. As you see, they're not very happy with me right now, and they don't like my black gloves, that's for sure. But so far, so good. I can live with them not liking them as long as I'm not getting stung. Still don't see her. We got some cap honey up here. I don't see her. Alright, we got 1 more to go. Let's hope we can find her in that one. I don't know. We found her. We definitely found the one in hive 2. So we know that one is progressing with a queen. This one here, we've not verified that yet. And I do see a lot of growing still. Okay, I'm going to have to loosen up the comb here along the side. Needless to say, I'm not happy with me. And pull that out. There we go. This one's heavy. Not squashing the bees. Stand this way. Kind of need to doing it like that so I can see him get the sun on it. Well, sorry to say, I still don't see our queen. Let's put this back in. But I don't see an extraordinary amount of queen cells. I did see on that one bar. Come on girls, you gotta move off there so I can set this bar down. Don't know. We'll do a little bit more looking as I move them up. And but beyond that, I just don't know. So now let's get to the next part, and hopefully they'll take care of their stuff. They'll take care of their stuff. I'll take care of my end. They'll take care of theirs. Alright, now I'm going to just move some of these bars out of the way, and I'm going to get this other feeder. And checking, it looks like it's still red, so we're still recording. Now this is the this is going to be the cavity feeder. It's going to go on the inside. And of course this is a small one, goes in the front. I'm going to move the following board up so we have room for 4 more bars. So let's do it like this. Let's go ahead and I've got to, oh, there's something else I wanted to do too. Think about it before I unblock everything, but I probably won't do that on video. But I've got to move my underneath where the bottom board, the screen board is. I've got to do a little bit of work there to try to stop them from going in between the screen and the bottom board. And because that one over there is doing fine, and with the board, the way I got that set up over there is what I'm going to do on this one. I'll just leave it at that for now. Okay, I'm going to add 4 bars. I think that was it. I think that will be how many we'll have left up here. Let me go ahead and put this one in. And not get any of these inside the jar. And this here flips upside down, little tiny holes in it, and down inside the feeder, which they climb through the following board to get to it. And these little sticks, because it's a screen bottom board, there's a screen on it, it tends to weigh it down, and I put these little sticks in there to, oops, sorry, I just squashed a couple bees. Oh, they're not happy now. That was not a good thing. Sorry. No, sorry. Alright, there you go. See if I can do this without squashing anymore. Oh, sorry, ladies. I need to do that. A little more careful then. There we go. I think we got set for better now. We got two bees over there. It's not a perfect science. Okay, let's put these boards back together. Line up our following board, the rest of the system. Make sure it's even. And it's pretty close. Not quite now. Yeah, now we're even. Then we'll begin sliding all the other bars we just took apart are actually going to move this direction. And here we go. I'm going to clean this up just a little bit more as I go. Okay. And as I do it, I'm going to do some more looking as I go through each bar. Again, because I've not yet spotted the queen. Really would be happy to see the queen in this one also, as I did the other one. Lots of cap honey on this one up around the top. This is all a natural built bar here. We're loaded. Again, don't see no queen. Now here comes the fun, trying to get these ladies off of here so we can slip her down in place without doing too much damage. Bar 1, 3. There we go. This might have given time for the queen, if you can spot her, to move around a bit. Maybe you dug in a hole somewhere and we'll see. Sometimes they'll bury her too. She'll be in there so deep. Now that's all capped honey there, so I don't even see any root or anything. See too much there. Okay. want to just gently rub this together, and easily work the way out. You might get one or two stuck in there, and don't like that too well, needless to say. Let me just clean that bunch up. Let's see if there's some more stuff here. Here. Here's some right here. Let that been laying in the bottom, really eat all that up. That's what they're doing over here already. They're using all the stuff off the side. Mostly propolis, I think. A little bit of wax. Okay. They'll eat that up. Now let's check the next comb. Put them back, like I said, I'm looking for some satisfaction in this deal. If we can find our queen. It's been plenty significant amount of time. Like I say, the other hive's already re-queened. Be careful, I'm going to put this back in. It's getting a little warm. Moving around too much. But you got to be careful of these natural comb because they'll break off. And it's getting very weak, so before we have a disaster, let's go ahead and close that one up. Alright, next one. This may still be an active queen cell there. Maybe they won't hatch, maybe they'll hatch and they won't have to. Well, see, let's say, this looks like the bar should be on. I don't see one at this time. I can't spot one. These bars are, I'm kind of glad when these are done. Okay, so far, I still haven't found the queen in this one though. Well, it's kind of calm right this minute. I can't hear you. me clean this up. More clean in here. See there, I'll just drop that off in there. I'll have a field day with that. And on this side here as well. There's some more on here where they were attaching to the slide. There. I don't see one. Come on, girl. I'm going to drop this down. Gotta move. Okay. You know, well, still, I don't know. Search it pretty heavy. I can usually spot them pretty good. They do get tucked into some of those little traveling holes and stuff sometimes. Maybe that's all it is. Let's clean up a little bit here. Well, we did a good cleanup one. Okay. Back there we go. Sorry. Again, a lot of fat on the top there. No, I just can't find her. She is there. She's very elusive. Alright, come on, let's go, girl. Well, let's hope. Let's hope I'm just missing her. I haven't spotted her. Okay, come on, girls. Down we go. Down we go. Come on. Oh, no need for a lot of dying here. Just need to move and frame them. That didn't work so well. They didn't like that. I didn't do too good on that one. Didn't do so good on that one. Stuff happens. Very heavy one. Lots of honey in this one. Don't look to see, don't look to figure it out. Trying to clean on this one, so be up the other end. Most likely. Did a lot better than that one. And now we're getting down to back to the other end where we got a bit of strange comb going on here. It will still look heavy just in case. Seems to be down to this end. No. Anyway. A lot of pits and valleys in that one. I don't see it. I squashed a few on that one. There you get to it. So let's clean it up again. Some hive maintenance. Okay. We're getting back to the earlier ones and see the salt. There's honey in here, all fresh honey. But got a queen. Not gonna last too long. It's gonna go by the wayside and then start building some brood, and I don't really see it. Back to the beginning again. I'm going to turn this one around this way. Turn it away from that other frame that's kind of growing inside of each other. Try to discourage cross-combing. We're getting close now, if that's still on. I'm going to turn this one around this way. This is probably a honey bar here anyway. Once I get it to do it. Back, I'll leave that one. Okay, now I'm going to get the other bars that we're going to extend this and then put the new feeder on this end. So we got 4 new bars. These will be specifically for honey. If this hive survives. I just couldn't find the queen and not really sure. Not sure what's going on, but if it really starts to weaken too much, I'll combine it with hive number 2. Weak by any terms right now, but it's just I can't find her. Okay, so putting all these 4 new bars. These are mainly, like I say, working towards honey bars. Because I cannot find the queen, there's no need for food. I'm trying to find in place a queen excluder yet, keep her in the front part of the hive. But that's another day, another story. I'm going to fill this with sugar syrup, set it down underneath these new bars, and we'll go from there. Here, I'd say. Fill it up pretty good. Alright, Diamond. Now what I have in there, I think I showed earlier in the video, but I didn't tell you what it was. I got some broken pieces of comb in it, some pine needles, and some little sticks. I'm going to stick this in this time. I messed up and I'm going to have a hard time seeing that one in the window. Let me make sure I stick this one so I can see it in the window. And it's going to slide up underneath this. Sticking some of the pieces. Slide it up underneath there about like so. It's got to go far enough to get the following board in. I think that's good. Now we just slide this following board down, back into place. Get as many bees out of the way as we can. Probably squashed a couple there, but not much I can do about it. Press it down into place. Check it, see if it looks pretty level, which it is. Now, the next time, you see we got some dead bees up here. Injured probably in the calamity. But the next time I have to do an addition, I will swap following boards and push this all the way up to this end with the front bar being all the way at the front over here, and then of course all the honey bars will be in the back over here. So let me just kind of tap this, tighten it all up. And kind of Brings everything into position. Put my tools up here. I see some bees there, like saddened over their buddies being lost. It's kind of sad. But like I said, there are a few casualties in this operation. Now they got to do the cleanup. Put the bars back together. Let's see how we want to handle that. Probably like that. Good and tight. Make sure they're not going to hang up when we put the roof on it. And all of a sudden we go from what appeared to be chaos to relative calm on this end anyway. Other one probably a little more exciting. And then peek inside of here. And what this will do, having this inside feeder, the extra food, it was getting kind of hectic keeping up with just the one small feeder until it starts slowing down. Probably just one jug. Then after that, well, like I say, when I do the swap, then we'll go to just a small feeder, and that'll probably be, I don't know, a couple weeks down the road, a few weeks, a month, we'll see. But other than that, that's it. If it's still on, we'll see you.